kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the right side. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Miller. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the single back takes the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stiff arms the man. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. They'll run it here. Oh, there's the stiff arm. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the ground, it's Miller. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Single back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch. And take it. Now here comes the bunch formation. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Sometimes that prime time game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Trying to extend the play. He's going to try to use his legs here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down. The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And the returner will be brought down. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Sooners offense is back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
The breaks clear, end zone ahead. At the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group formation and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And the single back takes the handoff. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
That's an important first down on that running play. And here's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. There's second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Direct snap to the back. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And he gets nothing there. The defense rises up on third down.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up. Finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the handoff. Tackle, but first down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff to the right side. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll kneel down again, trying to set up the potential game-winning field goal. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback just takes a knee. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. Right down the middle. And celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. So after the go-ahead field goal, they get set to kick off, just needing to prevent a big return here in the final seconds. And here's the fair catch by the return man. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback will just clock the football. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range.
Looks like Cucuywitdaswitch has a little shitty G-string on.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot.
Good game, maggot.
We have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.